Eclectic and beautiful are usually words used to describe Wes Anderson films, and Asteroid City is no different. Per usual, I'm not going to talk about the plot in detail, so you don't have to worry about spoilers. But I do want to touch on how fantastic the plot was. You watch Wes Anderson films for certain storytelling, and Asteroid City is no stranger to this. Asteroid City is a beautiful plot and script that is pieced together perfectly with just an all star cast and the typical Wes Anderson cinematography that you've come to expect. The plot is fantastic. It really is. It's funny and it's weird and it's only as great as it can be because of the fact that Wes Anderson has put in all of his time and experience into making Asteroid City. The set really brings together just the bizarreness of a Wes Anderson film. When you look at some of his past works, Grand Budapest Hotel, French Dispatch, even like Moonrise Kingdom, the set is just as important to the integrity of the film. And Asteroid City is no different from that. Beautiful set, really fantastic camera work that highlights how good the set really is and how great the actors are. So let's dive into the actors real quick. I'm not going to name anyone, and that's only because I can't name everyone. There are 30, 40 renowned, famous actors and actresses. It is a fantastic work, and I think mostly in part due to the quality of actors and actresses. It is unbelievable how well they can deliver and really show their skill. I say it all the time, but you can see the difference in good and great actors and actresses when it comes to like a real work. And that's not like shitting on normal or more mainstream movies, but when you get to something like it's more of a work of art, I would say. At least that's the intention. It really becomes highlighted how good actors and actresses have become, at least for the ones that are at the top of their craft. This movie's chock full of. The movie's also just, it's so quirky and funny, and it's such a delight to actually watch on screen. Really enjoy, I mean, every second I was in the theater, I was enjoying this movie. Its uniqueness is what makes it such a fantastic watch when you get the same thing over and over on movie screens. Stuff like this is a breath of fresh air. And Wes Anderson is that breath of fresh air. And Asteroid City is truly special. It's fantastic. Quite possibly, I think it is Wes Anderson's best work. And that's saying something when Grand Budapest Hotel is iconic, cult classic almost film. I would normally go into cons here, but I really don't have any true complaints about the movie. I have one that is so incredibly nuanced, I don't think I can take points off for it. But some scenes end pretty dark, as in, like, it's not dark, but like light dark. And then the next scene starts off so incredibly bright that it's jarring. It's literally, it's very bright. And it's not just me. Theater was full, premiere day, and I noticed a few people also like looking away, squinting. It was bright, but like that's the dumbest thing in the world to complain about. I do want to say I think this movie is gorgeous, and it's right in line with Wes Anderson's history and the type of movie he's going to make. And I think it's going to be at the top of his arsenal, his collection of films. This is, I think, number one. I do think it's important to note, though, that it's a Wes Anderson film. If you haven't seen some of his others, the movie might not be for you. Maybe give others a chance first, or going to the theaters to see this. I had someone 2 seats down leave halfway through the movie and never come back. They were with a friend, by the way. Just left and never came back. Another person 2 seats down as well, on their phone for most of the movie. It's unique, and it's not a normal mainstream film. I think that is important to tell people because if you go in expecting something typical, you're not getting that. All that being said, as a self-proclaimed movie critic, I'm giving this I'm gonna give this like a 9 point. It's gorgeous. The themes that Wes Anderson has woven into this film are typical for him, and they're beautiful, and they're so well executed with, I think, some of the best acting we've seen this year. It it truly is beautiful to watch, and it's an interesting, really interesting and funny movie to partake in, especially in the theater. Personally, I'm gonna say like a 9. Um, it's great. I enjoyed it. I'll watch it again for sure. I own all of his movies. I'll add this one to the collection, and I'm glad I saw it in theaters. That all being said, I've warned you. If you haven't seen his movies, maybe don't see it in theaters or watch others and then go. I think it's fantastic. I think most people could enjoy it. Maybe some of the themes that are typical in his works, if you haven't seen his others, might go over your head a little bit. But overall, fantastic watch. Definitely worth the time. Definitely worth the money. Support films like this because it's important so we can get more and better. Not necessarily just from Wes Anderson, but in cinema. That's all for this review. I just saw No Hard Feelings like before recording this, so that review will be out probably 2 days after this one goes out. And next week is Past Lives. That's probably my second most anticipated movie of the year. So dying to watch that and review it. And I think that's it. If you've seen Asteroid City, let me know in the comments what your thoughts were. Love to hear from you. But besides that, see y'all next time.